Hello everybody, Sticks here at the Token Minorities, bringing you another episode of Sticks vs. the Top Ladder, and today, yes, I'm sorry, I'm playing UU right now. There's currently a suspect test going on, and I kind of want to get wrecked, so I've been using a bunch of different teams, and yeah, so UU's my main tier right now, and that's why I'm bringing you so many UU SvTLs. But anyway, today's match is against Warzoid, and it's with a Mega Beedrill Tyrantrum team that I wanted to try out, and it's actually working out pretty well, but we'll just go ahead and jump right into it. He leads off the Swampert, as I do lead off my Beedrill. I was kind of expecting the Ampharos or Infernape lead, but Swampert works too because I will be able to outspeed, and I don't need to go for Protect at all because I know I'm faster than Swampert, and I will just be able to get a nice adaptability U-turn off. Now, that didn't do as much as I wanted it to do, but unfortunately I had to switch it to Jolly because of all the Dragon Dance for alligators running around now. Not that for alligator gets sheer force, and yeah, so Beedrill outspeeds it, but only at +1 and only if it's Jolly. But I'm falling a little behind here, as I knew he'd just go for rocks, so I go into my Vaporeon right here, and I am just going to Baton Pass, see what he wants to go into, and I'm not sure if this is a Scarf Meloetta, so I go into my Infernape, and this actually kind of bites me in the butt. I know I say that a lot, but had I gone into Beedrill, I would have just been able to KO this thing straight out, because I went into Infernape because I thought it might be Scarfed and I didn't want to lose my Beedrill this early. But it turns out that he actually is a sub-Calm Mind Meloetta, which means I brought in the worst possible Pokemon for that in my Vaporeon, as it can't do crap to Meloetta. As I am just going to go for the Wish here. I was thinking of maybe trying to Baton Pass out to Beedrill right here, but I decided that Vaporeon needs to receive the Wish, as it will be important for his Infernape later, depending on what type it is, as he goes to the Calm Mind, and it's going to get a little messy here, because my Vaporeon's going to receive the Wish. I'm going to go for Wish again, as he does Calm Mind again, and yeah, so something on my team's going to die. There's no two ways about it. I am going to just get wrecked by this +2 Meloetta. However, I do have a plan, and that involves a bunch of U-turning. As you are going to see right here, my Vaporeon, I'm just going to allow to take the Psyshock if he wants to go for it. However, he does decide just to keep setting up, as I am going to Baton Pass into my Beedrill, go for the U-turn, and at this point, I am really paranoid that he's going to predict the U-turn and just go for another sub. So I am just going to U-turn into my Infernape, because if he kills Infernape, nothing lost. Infernape wasn't going to be doing much this battle. But if he does go for the sub again, I will be able to outspeed and U-turn again, as he is just going to go for the Psyshock right here, and Infernape just gets Shrek'd by it. Like I said, Infernape really wasn't going to be doing much at all because his team very much has checks to it. But now that I know the Meloetta is slower, I am just going to go into my Beedrill right here and go for the U-turn. Either get momentum or just absolutely destroy Meloetta, as he is going to go into his Tentacruel right here. And I decided to bring out the other guy for which this team was built, my Choice Band Tyrantrum with Head Smash. And right here, I could have just gone for the Head Smash and destroyed anything and everything on his team, but I wanted to play it safe, not get a miss, and I just wanted to go for the Earthquake right here, as it would destroy the Tentacruel, and anything that comes in, I believe, would at least get 2-Code by it. As the Swampert does come in, I know I will be faster, hopefully, unless he's running Jolly Swampert for whatever reason. And this should have been a hint to me that Swampert wasn't in his Mega. I really feel dumb, because I thought he was running Mega Swampert and Mega Ampharos on the same team, because I saw them both, so I prepared for both. Yeah, that's not the case, because obviously you can only have one Mega, and I don't know what item his Swampert was, because it wasn't lefties, and if you're not running a support Swampert, I don't know what you're running. You could run Choice Band, but he obviously has Stealth Rock, so I don't know what's going on there. He predicts my switch into Tentacruel nicely, as he does go into his Ampharos, and Tentacruel isn't going to be doing anything either, because his rocker is already dead, and it is worth sacking it just to get rid of the rocks at this point. So I Rapid Spin, as Tentacruel is going to get absolutely wrecked by a Thunderbolt. And while I'm sitting at 4-5 right now, I actually think I'm in the lead, because I can go into Mega Beedrill right now, go for a U-turn, go into my Hippowdon, who I know can really take whatever Ampharos wants to throw at it. If it goes for a Dragon Pulse, which he probably will, Hippowdon can still take it. Not well, but it can take it, as he does, and that does a huge chunk to me. However, I do decide to risk it at this point and see whether my Hippowdon's faster, because base speed, it is faster. However, some Ampharos are running speed. However, based on the Beedrill damage, I knew that this was defensive, so in all likelihood he wasn't running that much speed, as my Hippowdon luckily is able to EQ and kill it. As he goes into his Tentacle right here, I'm just going to bring Vaporeon back out to take what I suspect to be the Scald, and because I know Vaporeon will be slower, I will get a free switch into whatever I want to bring out, because he can't do much to me at all besides a knockoff, but I don't really need my lefties at this point in the game because nothing on his team is going to do enough to where Wish and Protect won't be able to heal what lefties would have recovered. And I am just going to go right into the threat himself, Tyrantrum, and at this point I'm just going to head smash anything and everything that I can possibly head smash, which includes this Tentacle, and thank the Lord my stand's up, because otherwise that would have done a really nice chunk as head smash kills Tentacle. I think that would have killed like 6 or 7. But right here he's going to bring in his Florges, and this is amazing because Choice Banded head smash has a chance to Oko Florges. I think it's 100%, maybe. I'm not sure. I just ran the calc, so you think I'd remember. But either way, Florges, bye-bye. There goes that threat, and I've pretty much got the game locked up at this point, but I decide to save my Tyrantrum for later and just sack my Vaporeon right here, as it really won't do much with this Infernape, because as we see it's a physical one, and that means my Hippowdon can take it on very nicely, as Vaporeon will go down to 2 straight close combats. And I'm really sitting pretty right now, because I can go into my Beedrill or my Hippowdon, because if he was Scarfed, then close combat would not be doing a lot, and if he wasn't, then I would kill it with a Drill Run. But I just decided, be safe, go into Hippowdon right here, just fire off a Slack Off, go for a Slack Off, as Infernape will not be able to KO me with the close combat, and if Meloetta comes in, I will be back at full health and able to deal with it much better. As he goes for the Psyshock, does absolutely nothing. I'm just going to go for an Earthquake, because as long as I don't let Meloetta get a sub up, I guaranteed have this game, and Psyshock is not doing anything to my Hippowdon at all. He reveals that his last move is Shadow Ball, does a little bit more than Psyshock, but not much, as Hippowdon does just KO the Meloetta with an EQ, and all that he has is left is his Infernape, which, as we saw, is not Life Orb, so I don't have to worry about it much, and he just decides to scoop right here instead of playing it out, but there wasn't much he could do at that point. Scrolling over to the guy's ranking, he was at 1443, which, if we go on over to the Showdown ladder, we'll see that 1443 was 29th. Yeah. So he was 29th on the ladder. And, yeah, that will be the game. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, all this stuff. And this is Styx, signing out. Why not? See you guys.